Here goes. Here goes. Are we ready to talk some football? Yeah, let's get into it. Just want to give you the best insight that I can into how all this shit plays out. Let me start by saying, like, I don't really like this week. There aren't a lot of, like, huge matchup advantages in play. Like, everybody is kind of even. However, I mean, there's no such thing as... I mean, there's always a bet somewhere if you know where to look. So this is me attempting to explore that. But enough with the pleasantries. Let's get into it. All right, first we got the London game, the Bears versus the Jaguars. Bears are favored by like 1.5. Offensive coordinator Shane Waldron for the Bears. He's been doing pretty good so far. Defensive coordinator for the Bears, Eric Washington from the Bills. He's been doing his thing so far. Bears are pretty strong on the pass. They're pretty middle of the ground against the run. Like Panthers, Chuba Hubbard put up like 97 yards on 13 carries. So I don't know if that was garbage time or what, but yeah, maybe Jaguars can do some damage. Their run game's not that strong. So I mean, I'm immediately on the Bears. I don't really see a reason to go with the Jaguars here. I took them against the Colts and they almost blew it, despite being ahead by double digits. Despite being ahead by double digits. Yeah, that was an ugly game on the Jaguars' part. And so for them to bring that to London and Bears got out there on Monday, and Jaguars just left yesterday. Yeah, that time advantage is not going to help them. So at the very least, I'm going to take them first half. So, jet lag. For most of you that have never been out the country, no, just kidding. You've probably all been out the country. I have no idea. But either way, jet lag is a thing. Not so much when you're traveling like a couple hours east or west, but it's a whole different thing when you're traveling to a whole different fucking time zone. Like, you're going from the United States to London. It's morning time over there. Like, the game is at 8:30 in the morning, guys. Like, that's because it's in the afternoon. Whatever. Like, I say this as if you don't already know, but some people don't know. So this is for those people that don't know how these things work and how they play a role into how you want to predict these matchups, right? So yeah. Immediately, I'm taking Bears, probably going under too, because the totals are inflated because of like these crazy matchup discrepancies. Like, yeah, under Bears. Look at Bears got injuries. Tyreek Stevenson, their starting corner. Jaquan Brisker, starting safety. Does Trevor Lawrence have what it takes? Do the Jaguars have what it takes to exploit those mismatches? I don't really think so, because against the Colts, there were even more injuries, and they still couldn't get their run game going. Like, something is up with ETN, and the fact that they're being very, like, hush-hush about it and just putting Tank Bigsby out there is concerning. I think Bixby he can run on the Bears for sure, but that's not gonna stop Caleb from dotting it up to DJ Moore and Rome Odunze and maybe the ghost of Keenan Allen. We'll see. That Jag secondary it's non-existent. You got some people out there, nobody we've ever heard of. Monteric Brown, he's doing terrible. Like, he's giving up probably 100 yards a game. I mean, Alec Pierce looking like fucking Antonio Brown out there. Michael Pittman looking like an elite level athlete. Like, he's good, don't get me wrong, but he's not getting 50-50 balls. He's not CD Lamb. Like, come on, like, that's what I'm trying to get out here. So, yeah, I think DJ Moore is going to eat. I think Rome Odunze is going to eat. I think Bears going to have a hell of a game. I think Trevor's going to throw a pick to Kevin Byard. Like, he'll be on that ass. Like, Bears probably going to, I don't think the Bears are necessarily afraid of Trevor. Like, Trevor can definitely do damage, if you give him enough time, but Bears have enough of a defense to put pressure on him and make him make mistakes. So that's pretty much all I got on that. Props I'm considering: DeAndre Swift, receptions, rush yards over, more receptions, receiving yards over, Caleb Williams pass yards over, Jags Trevor attempts, ETN rush yards under. If they fucking put him on the props, I'm definitely taking under, because he's been doing some shit. Next game we got Browns and the Eagles. Again, this is kind of like just a bad scheduling spot. I don't know what's up with the scheduling spots this time around, but yeah, it's whatever. Browns look terrible. Now this could go, they might fuck around and surprise me, but with the way the Browns are looking, Eagles are coming off a bye, they're getting all their players back. It doesn't really look so good for the Browns right now. Chubb's still hurt. Jerome Ford's not doing anything. Their left tackle is, like, I thought they were going to come back with a vengeance, and like they all just look flat. So yeah, we'll have to monitor those injuries as far as the left tackle, the center, the right guard, and the right tackle. Like, what? They're all questionable. Yeah, we'll see. I expect Eagles to kind of get their little get right, because they dropped the ball in their last game, if I'm not mistaken. What did these Eagles do, man? Yeah, they lost before their bye, so yeah, they need to get right. And the Browns are the perfect team to get right with. Browns have a crappy rush defense. Saquon should go over. AJ Brown receiving yards over. I'm gonna do another video like where I kind of go over exactly what I bet, or even if I don't. No, I will. Just be patient with me. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of games for some games that I don't really feel like playing. There's a lot. I don't like leaving food on the plate. I like to finish my plate. So yeah. Next we got Ravens and Washington. Washington looking like the hottest team in the NFL right now, but so are the Ravens. One's got to give. Who's got a better defense? I mean, technically this shit could end up the same way as the Bengals game, but I mean, Bengals have a slightly better defense than how they've been playing. If that even makes sense. Doesn't really make sense because they're dealing with some injuries and stuff. But yeah, I think Ravens can kind of, nip it in the bud against these guys. Will they have the motivation? I'm pretty sure. Derrick Henry, RPO, Lamar Jackson. Commanders don't have a rush defense for real. They just get to the passer, which might, that might stall them for some few drives. But to beat the Ravens, you really gotta punch them in the mouth. Like you gotta put it into that shit or get some ref help. Shout outs to the Chiefs. But yeah, like Washington's are like, they're right there with the Bengals. They give up more yards than anybody. Now, as far as the offense goes, yeah, they're pretty straight on offense, but Ravens are pretty solid. Like when they want to play defense, they'll play some defense and they can take the ball away, generate some turnovers. Marlon Humphrey, Brandon Stevens, Kyle Hamilton. That secondary is pretty nice. Their rush defense up front, they got some decent pass rushers. We'll see what Anthony Weaver, I'm tripping, that's the Dolphins. Whoever that is calling defense on the Ravens right now, it escapes me. But yeah, I mean, I lean Ravens because they're one of the few teams with a mobile quarterback that knows how to deal with a running quarterback. For some reason, Cardinals don't know how to deal with a running quarterback, even though they have the fastest quarterback in the league. No shade to Lamar. Kyler's smaller. Of course he's going to be faster. Have you seen that guy? He's like the Crimson Flash. Like literally, he's red. Oh, man. I love watching Kyler Murray run. That shit is awesome. And he can chuck that thing too. And it looks so effortless too. So it's like 80 yards, 50 yards. But yeah, I like Roquan Smith to get his tackles up. Maybe Kyle Hamilton. We'll see. Zay Flowers going over on the yards and the receptions. Yeah, and then McLaurin, just to keep the game interesting, I think he will. Think he'll catch some balls too. Yeah. Now, if Washington finds a way to pull it out and win too, hey, upset of the week. But you didn't hear it here. That's not the team I'm banking on to get the upset. All right. I'm leaning more towards, if you want to do a upset segment, I could just say that for another video, or I could do that here. Let me know in the comments, guys, because a lot of these teams are on upset alert, like Steelers, Chargers, Falcons, Buffalo. Those are the four. Steelers, Chargers, Falcons, Buffalo. Let me write that down. I know for sure Buffalo's going to get upset. Actually, well, we'll get back to that. Okay, Packers and the Cardinals. Cardinals are getting 5.5, and it's really just because everybody thinks they're a good team because they know how to play in the heat. They're going to Lambeau. There's going to be fucking clear skies, and heat's not going to be helping them. So, as far as skill goes, like, Murray's going to have to get the ball to Harrison, which shouldn't be a problem. Connor's going to do his thing. Packers have an atrocious rush defense. But Jordan Love is going to put up points. He's getting dubs back after that little drama, right? Like, I'll say this once and I'll say it again. NFL is the greatest reality show on television. You can't tell me any different. Forget Love is Blind. Forget Real Housewives of every city that nobody gives a fuck about. Yeah, I meant that shit. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about Instagram. But follow my Instagram. But yeah, I think this is just going to be like Packers are going to try to control the clock, kind of similar to what they did against the Colts. It shouldn't be as low scoring of a game because they got Jordan Love back. The Titans. Yeah, it'll be more like the Titans game. But they'll control the clock the same way as they did with with the Titans game. Like, you see the pattern. Like, Packers want to run the ball. They know how to get the receivers open and get looks and all that shit, but they want to run the ball. Unlike a majority of these teams, like, I mean, shit, can you name a number one wide receiver on the Packers? Like, really? Maybe you can. I'm not even going to tell you guys, because I'm just kidding. Jaden Reed is the only one I'd really be looking at. Christian Watson's still out. As far as Cardinals injuries go, there's not really much going on. Calvin Beachum is questionable, but he'll more than likely play. He'll probably play. Let's see something. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. All right. 15 minutes in. What else we got? Saints and the Bucks. I like this game. Spencer Rattler getting his first start against the stingy Tampa 2 defense. Baker's going to come in here with Hurricane Milton on his mind, trying to make a statement. I think the Bucks come out here and do some damage. Yeah, Saints got injuries on their center, their right guard, and their quarterback. You know, we got the battle of Lattimore versus Evans. Yeah, they be going at it. So rather than even go down that route, I'm going to just take Godwin, get his over, because he's not going to cover both of them. I like Baker to just kind of do his thing. Mahomes already showed that this secondary is vulnerable. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Bucks got a couple injuries, you know, but they're getting, I think they got Winfield back. Is that who I'm thinking of? Winfield. Oh, never mind. He's questionable. Damn. Well, shit, they'll get Levante David back. Was he out? Was Levante David out? So much to keep track of, man. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, they got their mini bye too. And New Orleans coming off their little, they're at the disadvantage as far as the they played on Monday, so they got the short week. Cesar Ruiz is out. Lucas Patrick is still a little questionable. That's their third center. Pete Werner's out. Do they not have a linebacker? Like, what is going on? What are these injuries, guys? Like, so yeah, Kamara's healthy, but I highly doubt he's gonna. Kamara rush under, like, just fucking book that. Like, I'm putting that at the. He's not beating this freaking rush defense, and it's gonna be hard running up against Vita Vea. Like, somebody should look that up. I'll probably look it up later. As far as what are Kamara's stats against the Bucks. Now, receiving yards, hey, it's going up. And, you know, rookie quarterbacks like to, you know, they need more short passes, so he'll help in the short game for sure. No Diddy. Hey, man, they really trying to make Lucas Patrick look like he's gonna play. Let's see here. Hey. Goodness. Lucas Patrick hasn't practiced all week, so if he does play, it's kind of surprising, but yeah, I don't know. Taysom Hill's still out. Rashad White is out on the Bucks. Yeah, it's just a lot of injuries, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Next game, Broncos versus the Chargers. Bo Nix versus Justin Herbert. Let's face it, Chargers have not looked that great. How are they going to look after the bye? I mean, I don't love it, but I still like the Broncos to take care of business because they've just shown that they're the better game planning team. Like, Chargers know how to beat bad teams, Panthers, Raiders, okay. But Broncos have beaten the Jets, who, let's be honest, let's face it, they have a good defense. Do they have a good offense? No. But they do have a good defense. So that's saying something. And they also beat the surging Buccaneers. So that's also something to take note of. So, yeah, I don't love it, but, I mean, I take the Broncos before I take the Chargers. So whether or not they're going to make the ticket, I don't know. Next, we got the Texans and the Patriots, another game I'm not overly infatuated with, because on paper, this should be an easy one for the Texans, right? Easy. Drake May is making his debut, rookie quarterback. However, if you peel back the curtain a little bit, Texans history with this DeMeco Ryans regime, Texans haven't fared all that well against rookie quarterbacks. Like Caleb Williams, what was that game? Caleb Williams put up some yards on him. Okay, never mind. He threw 2 picks. He threw for 174 yards, but he rushed for 44 yards on 5 carries. But Texas won that game by like 6. And if Patriots have just Nico Collins is out, which is kind of a big deal, but maybe not so much because you got Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell still. Mixon might come back. But, yeah, Patriots have they've been dealing with a lot of injuries as well. This will be one of the games where they get to play with most of their healthy starting offensive line. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Ramondre's been ruled out. It's just a weird game. Like, the Patriots could win it. That's what I'm getting at, guys. Like, Patriots could win it. And whether or not this shit plays out on Sunday and the Texans win by like 30 points, based on what they've shown so far, like they lost to Bryce Young and the Panthers just last year. So it's not like it's not like I'm crazy. Not like I'm like there was no reason the Panthers should have been in that game for as long as they were. Like it wasn't raining or like nothing was happening. So yeah, it's just weird. Like I don't like the way their defense plays. Like they rely more on their offense, and that's just it. They shouldn't be getting 7 points. Like if it was Texans -3, I mean sure, but yeah, Texans -7. Only reason the Patriots got blown out by the Dolphins is because their offensive line has been a disaster. But those guys are like finally getting healthy. So again, I'll probably just pass it, to be honest. Patriots' weaknesses, they're weak versus the run. So if Mixon comes back, I'll roll with the Texans. I'll roll with Mixon to get some rush yards. Because you know who else is weak to the run? The Texans. So you're going to have Gibson on one hand and you got to have Mixon on the other. They're going to be clashing, controlling time of possession. It's just going to be an ugly game. I'll go under. Just fucking go under. You got a rookie quarterback. Like, come on, man. Under. They're going to do just enough to win. Like, it's not going to be cute. It's not going to be fun. Like, people are, for what it's worth, this is just the nature of these things. Like, you know, the explosive offense of 2023 after they get a little film. You know, it happened with Lamar Jackson. Probably it's happened numerous times. You know, you get a little film, you start adjusting your defenses accordingly. So, yeah. Texans got to really work for their points now. That's all I'm saying. But, hey, they're still first in the AFC South. They keep doing their thing. Things should go well for them. Yeah, they haven't had a close game, or they haven't had, like, a dominant game ever. And I don't think Patriots are going to give them that luxury. They're going to hold it close. So, what we got next? Titans and the Colts. Yeah, we got a lot of injuries to deal with here, but let's see. Okay. Well, at least they got their starting center back. Kenny Moore probably won't play again. That dude's just been chilling. Kwity Paye's back. Zaire Franklin's in. Dayo Odienbo. How you say that? What is this team? Segun Olubi? Dude, I don't know any of these players. But yeah. Jonathan Taylor's out. Michael Pittman is probably out. Anthony Richardson might play. Yeah. I think Titans can win this. I'm going to take Pollard rushing yards over. Take Hopkins to receive. Like, Colts are bad, man. But they've been playing all these bad teams that make them look like they're better than they are. So I might just pass on that game too. We'll see. Maybe a little parlay fodder, you know. I don't know. Yeah, next game we got Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. As you know, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Brandon Cooks all out. They kept the Steelers in what a dogfight, man. But I don't know what to even think about that game, because the Steelers, Mike Tomlin came out post game and was like, we're going to manage George Pickens snaps. You heard of snap management? No, nigga. Like, can you tell us this shit before the game? Like, why would you come out with that shit after the fact? Vegas, yeah, I couldn't even argue with you there. Like, so many things are at play. Yeah, I don't know who's buying that. I'm not buying it. You know, I just try to, find my lane. But could just be locker room drama too. Like, Pickens been acting an asshole, but I'm like you've had Antonio Brown, so everybody kind of just like, well, if you can handle Antonio Brown, you can handle Pickens. But shit, that was 18 years ago, which is an eternity in the NFL. Maybe Tomlin has lost his patience. I don't know. Or maybe this is how he corralled Antonio Brown back in the day. Like, honestly, right? I don't remember. All I remember was he was getting fucking 100 yards plus a game and doing everything he wanted. That's what I remember. So if he was able to do that on a limited snap count, maybe so. But he also had Ben Roethlisberger, not Justin Fields, who, it's like, man, 1 minute I love this dude, the next he comes out and wets the bed, pisses down his leg. It was all over the place. You can't tell me the Cowboys without, you can't tell me the Cowboys without all their best players were still able to, like, wreak havoc. Just look down the field, throw the ball. I think Najee Harris is hurt. I don't know what's going on. Najee Harris has just been like, I hate. Do I hate that dude? I'm not gonna like say I hate him. I don't hate him. I hate the situation. He seems like, he's 6 foot, 238 pounds. Like, there's no reason this dude shouldn't be Derrick Henry and all over these fucking defenses. Like, I think they caught him on tape talking about oh man, they stacking the box on me. And then like, you actually watch the footage and Jaylen Warren gets the same amount of defenders in the box. And he's looking like fucking Marshall Faulk or John Taylor, for this generation. He's looking good. So there's something going on. Like, maybe his vision isn't there. Maybe they're rattling him on the line of scrimmage. Like, I don't know. I can't make these excuses for him. It's just, like, Najee Harris has not been impressive. And so with that, there hasn't been no run game. And so with that, you can't get a pass game going. And so with that, you just go to shit. And, Justin Fields needs his time in the pocket. Like, I don't care what kind of abilities and talent he has, he needs his time in the pocket until he fucking learns to sit down or yeah. So yeah, I say all that to say I was talking about Detroit and Dallas, but might as well just get that Steelers Raiders game out the way. I like the Raiders. I like the Raiders to just hit an upset on them. Just, boop, upset, bam. Ain't gonna see it coming. And then, nothing will happen. Like, Ravens will win. Ravens will get first place in the AFC North. And we'll go about our business. But Detroit and Dallas, I like to see this game. I like to see a team that can finally put the hurt on them. Like, Detroit has more than enough motivation. They've been losing to this team 6 games straight. Like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. They've got them right where they want them. They're not going to find them at a better time, right? Michael Parsons is injured. DeMarcus Lawrence is injured. Brandon Cooks is injured. Zeke Elliott is washed. Rico Dowdle is Rico Dowdle. They have a rookie center and a rookie left tackle. Aiden Hutchinson should feast. Just like, Jahmyr Gibbs can run. They're coming off a bye. Like, there's too many reasons why Detroit should win this game. Like, they have more than enough motivation. I know if I know this, I'm sure Dan Campbell knows this. Like, 6-game losing streaks, come on. All right. Whew. Yeah, man. Lions first half, Lions full game. They gonna run it up. I'm talking like, I'm team total fucking 30. Okay. 24. But 30. No, like, be realistic. Like, 30. Come on. You're not gonna get them in a better situation than this. Like, and they want it. They've been, and they've had time to prepare too. Like, they about to get on Prescott's ass. Like, I can't wait. And I'm not even a Lions fan. Let's get that out the way. But I am a Cowboys hater. Because this team just continues to elude me. Okay, so yeah, we're off of that. I might just go over, just off the simple fact that, Detroit's just going to put up enough points they're going to go over by themselves. ATL versus Carolina, I'm still kind of looking at that game. I feel like Carolina can do some stuff. Well, they got their right tackle back. Excuse me. Falcons got their right tackle back. Kirk Cousins is gonna be Kirk. What the hell? Okay. Ew. Whew. It's a lot of injuries. Davian Clowney is out. Josie Jewell is out. Taylor Moton, their right tackle, is out. I don't know, guys. That is definitely a question mark. Like, you might think that the Falcons should just roll over the Panthers in this one, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can let games walk. Cincinnati versus the Giants, like, come on, man. Like, if Cincinnati don't fucking beat, like, they gotta beat them. They need to at this point. They've lost too many games if they want to stand a chance. But Giants have been looking really, yeah, I don't know. But Bills and the Jets, there we go. That's the one I kind of want to talk about. Bills are on their third road game. Jets coming back from England. James Cook is looking like his toe injury is lingering. Yeah, Von Miller's still on suspension. Matt Milano's still on IR. They don't really have a secondary to speak of. They don't really have a run defense to speak of because of said linebacker injuries. Like, they're really hurting right now. And you come into a game tired versus a desperate Jets team, and I think they can steal one for sure. So yeah, I'm liking the Jets in this one. I like Breece Hall to just kind of do his thing, rush yards, touchdown, the whole nine. Wilson should have a game. If not Wilson, then Lazard. Do with that as you will. So yeah, I'll do another video kind of as a follow-up, a little companion to this. But this is just kind of the things that I have to take under consideration before I place my bets. So yeah, good luck to you all. Like, comment if you want to see more. Like and comment if you want to see more. And that's it, y'all. I'm out. Peace.